Hi, Khalid. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
All
Nice
right,
to
thanks. I was thinking about when we first met, and it's some time ago now.
Yeah, it's been a few years. I believe we met 2002. Is that correct? Or 2003?
2003, I think, probably because that's when I first moved over to France, kind of time. So,
Right, all right. And I guess this is a good reminder. It says 2005.
yeah, wow.
But we met right before that because I think this was the maybe a second interview that you have done for me, and you know at that time I believe that when we first had a conversation, you kind of were interested in some of the 3D stuff that I was doing, and my story long back. I remember that I was in some small area in Syria, and I wasn't using any much. I was just basically testing out many different 3D software, and they had a pirated version of many softwares. Everybody's software was there. I mean, they had just too many. So I ended up having a copy of a Lightwave, and I didn't know what that was, and I installed it, and it seemed like something interesting, and then I saw lots of
Because
art.
you were mainly Mac then, right?
I was on a Mac, and those days nothing was available on the Mac.
Yeah.
So when it was installed, I remember I had a problem with the bridge on Modeler, and then I thought, that's a pirated issue there. But I kind of liked it, so I ended up buying a full version of the software. Then I communicated with you because you were doing everything at the time. You were being support, and you were doing all the write-ups, and you're just basically the front face for Lightwave at the time. Still is, but at that time I was doing a lot of branding and marketing and advertising, and then you were interested in something that I've done, which is the coinages.
Yes.
Because I done some new coin designs for the government.
That's right. Because because your dad's a big artist for the royal family.
Yes,
It meant that you kind of followed in his footsteps.
that's true. So basically, you told me this is cool. Let's do a write-up about this. And I guess from there, you did several interviews, and then we ended up going on to 3D World, and all of that, all those connections that you guys were doing at the time, which I was quite happy to be part of it. And then I think at some point I did this project, which is Durat al-Bahrain, which is it means the pearl, the large size pearl. I don't know what it's called in English, but the durra means a large size of a pearl, not the regular.
Okay.
And then you wanted to make an interview for that, and this was the time where we had to use the 32-bit PCs, and nothing was easy to at the time, so we had to kind of shrink down the quality of things. However, Lightwave was from that time quite easy to manage with large amount of data, and I think that's one of the things that got me also attracted to it.
Cool. And Durat al-Bahrain is still going now. It's expanding.
It is, and basically, if we go to the Google and Google map that, so basically, it's still getting developed. I mean, our recent build up on it was for the. I mean, if you go to the south, you'll see that that's the actual
Wow.
islands. So imagine we have basically built this when there was no land reclamation there at the time. So these, if we go back to the images here, this was done for these islands before it ever was done, and
before they were real.
yeah, before it is real. And on top of that, if you see this fish-looking islands right here, and this was,
yeah.
We basically ended up working with a company called Atkins from the UK, and you know, we had to just basically visualize the concepts in there that they had. But again, this was done long back, and nowadays we are also doing some major updates on the project. So, for example, imagine 2005 we done this when there was nothing, and today we are helping also the client to have these last lot of islands. So this is still not, it's just really planned. So we just finished this, which again, I can either talk about it now or later on, which is related to us using Lightwave and sending the data also into Unreal Engine. Where
yes, show me that, because I've seen what you've done with your city view.
Yeah. So basically, we created a system for our clients to just go about and having a look at some of their projects in 3D. So again, after sending it over, this is a result of that development between you know, Lightwave and Unreal. So basically, this is the version that we have. Of course, as I said, it has some programming and some 3D from Lightwave. It's a combination of everything actually together to have an interactive system for the clients. And then, you know, we can choose mouse or touchscreen. I'm going to choose mouse for now. So basically, what I want to bring to the subject is that this is again a re-updated old project that we had into something that is brand new. So these are the two islands that we were talking about. So if you click on it, this is quite detailed and updated to the latest configuration that they have in there.
Excellent. And these were all modeled in Lightwave, and then you sent them over on the Unreal bridge to use in Unreal, but with the programming in Unreal.
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent.
There is some elements that we have used other softwares such as Max, but you know, mainly to gather up most of the data, and then the modeling we did do quite a lot also in Lightwave. So again, but we needed to refine the files from the previous old versions from 2005.
20 years ago, yeah.
So this is not exactly the same files, you know, same footprint basically. So as you see, everything is interactive right now, so it looks nice and detailed. And then if you go to the types of villas in there, you can see the types that is in there. We also had interior versions where you can actually go to the inside and investigate each and every villa area. So this is also data that has been bridged through the bridge tools. And then, of course, you have the abilities to go on the inside and have a look at all these details that is happening in here. We can also.
So this means that clients can furnish the villas as they like for it to be ready for when they move in?
Well, not necessarily. We could do that, but here it's already pre-designed by interior designers. So we're just showing the spaces and how
the potential.
So the potential of the area in there,
of course,
and that is the main focus here. So that is the main purpose in there. So I mean, you can also look at how it should look
from the outside. So all of this is real-time kind of a thing, which is kind of incredible.
Yeah.
So again, a system is simple what we have programmed because we designed it in a simplistic way. You can go back to the entire objects from the outside, have a look at it, then you go back to the main master plan. So you kind of have everything right in there. Go back to home, and we're back to where we kind of started off.
That's amazing.
So I just want to share this to show a history there. Of course, I was going to go over something else here, which is I'm going to shut this off. And I was about to turn on one of our first projects that we have actually worked on in Unreal Engine and the bridge. I want to say that the bridge to Unreal and in Lightwave has been also envied by other users and other platforms because it was just so nicely done. So that's why I've been also continuously bothering you guys on re-updating it, because I've seen quite a lot of bridges for other platforms to Unreal, but Lightwave seems to have nailed really easy common sense kind of tools in there. So I guess it's a good start. Again, I'm not doing any tutorials here on that, but I'm just showing you as an example. This is another project that we have been working on. It's called DR Al-MUHARRAQI, which is again a massive project in the north of Bahrain. And if I open up the DR project here, oh, sorry, I guess I need to go up here. Let's see. So if I try, yeah, this guy. So basically, this is the exact same files that was bridged using the bridge tools.
Yeah.
These tools basically,
yes.
Which is don't get. They look quite basic, but they do a lot, in my opinion. And you just have to know how to kind of reach out to the other platform using it. I think one of the good things that Lightwave has learned through the years is how to bridge layout with modular. It's been a thing that some people have been fighting for a long time, but us as Lightwave users have always enjoyed the having the two platforms and having a focus on different things. So to me, Unreal Engine with Lightwave felt like it's layout and modular's relation using this.
Okay.
So I guess that's one way of saying how comfortable I got with that. Oops, what is this? Sorry. Some other softwares are opening up in the middle. Okay, so basically this, again, what you see right here is the same data. So this is the north of that project. And if you see here, that's the same data that is right here. So because lastly, we have been working on the north. And also the other great thing is got this really nice instancing concept that has come through quite nicely. So all of these items for the building are all, this is all one object from Lightwave.
Yes.
So that instancing worked just perfectly from Lightwave. And that is part of the comfortable things that we do get using Lightwave Bridge. And I'm sure that the guys are continuously updating that.
Yes.
So, yeah, so if we go to, and this is not the last version that was done for the client, but this is a version. So if I go play on this, you'll see that there is a version that is working right here. So again, this is not a baked version or a final version, but it is a working version.
And this is more land reclaimed from the sea.
It is that. So again, this is one of the earlier versions, but it shows you that you got tools, and the tools are kind of working right here, right?
Yeah.
So again, I'm just trying to bring back this in connection to Lightwave. So yeah, so that's
lovely.
Yeah.
When we first met, obviously there was no Unreal and there was no Octane even available.
No.
But you produced amazing images in Lightwave since the start, since I've known you. Some of my favorite images, I think you've got them there. You've got your whale. Oh yes, the Shattering Planet is fantastic. Can we see that bigger?
Yeah. So this is a image done in 2012. It was see, I've always been an artist that mixes all the tools necessary for me. So bridging is always important on how things work. This is, again, it's a combination of it was a combination of Lightwave. At the time, I think I used some ZBrush, yeah, a bit of Modo, everything, but ended up in Lightwave, and we did all the renderings there. So it's kind of some concept that I wanted to kind of illustrate. So yeah, so this is Shattering Planet. Again, it has a story to it. It's available on my website. But yeah, this was part of that setup that we've done. Of course, there's nothing that is not using the real base rendering in Lightwave at the time.
Of course. Well, it still looks amazing, and you've got your Whale Island as well.
Yeah,
which
yeah. Also,
I'm just picking out all my favorites here. So
yeah. So again, this was again done between all softwares, and finally it was all rendered and finalized in Lightwave at the time. And it's one of those old stories that I've always been interested to illustrate. So I was doing a lot of experimentation on how I could showcase these creatures. I think this one got a couple of CG awards at the time, and
wow. Deservedly so.
Yes. So it was kind of fun to do.
And I know that you don't just concentrate on architectural work now. You also do work with your cousins and stuff like that who are working in other areas. I know you can't show us any of it now because it's all still private stuff, but jewelry?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, Ben, with what we do is I try. I'm interested in art in general and design, so I also do branding. So we've been doing a lot of branding using also 3D. So a part of the branding stuff that we do is we do get to work on different special projects, such as 3D jewelry, sometimes we do we've done branding for governmental
Even
sectors,
in aeroplanes,
such as I mean this is the other projects that we have also worked on. We worked on a couple of branding images that is used for marketing for airlines. We've done about 3 airlines so far. We usually work on them before they go out into the market. So this is also a combination between utilizing some of the tools in Lightwave and how easy it is to render things there. I think we used also what's it called, the plugin for the HDRI room here to get the lighting looking correct with the background. This is also one of our first brands that we have done. There's also a video animation in there, which this was completely done on Lightwave a few years back. So there's a breakdown of how that was done. Now, interesting enough, on the latest ones that we have done, we actually what we did is we did the animation on Lightwave, and then we exported it into Unreal Engine using the bridge, and we got some also nice things happening there. This is again using render farming, so it was kind of a heavy process at that time.
Yeah,
but it came up quite good.
Yes, excellent. Well, listen, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you so much for talking to us.
My pleasure.
And we will no doubt speak again. Hopefully not in 20 years.
No, definitely not. Well, we're always awaiting the newest things coming out, hopefully from Lightwave guys, so that we can get all the nice tools for us, the users out there.
Excellent.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Khalid.
Thank you.
Shukran. Okay, bye.
You take care, buddy.
You too. Bye.
Have a good day. Take care, brother. Bye-bye.